The star of this week's dish comes from deep in the heart of Texas, where his reputation is big and bright indeed. Chef Jason Dady, a Texas native, spent much of his early career in San Francisco, but he's been an influential figure in the San Antonio restaurant scene now for 15 years.
He owns an eclectic family of restaurants, ranging from the award-winning Bros BBQ Market to his flagship Italian fine dining spot, Tre Trattoria, plus fresh seafood at the Shuck Shack and his brand new tapas bar, The Bin. So we are very happy to welcome Chef Jason Dady to the dish. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's a great pleasure.
This is a heap and hunkin' of meat right here.
We've got a heck of a feast in front of us.
We sure do.
Dig right in. So where does your love of cooking and food come from?
You know, I was lucky. I have a great family background, and both my grandparents, my grandmothers in particular, were great, fantastic cooks. And so my grandparents still own a small tavern. My grandma's 84 years old and still runs the bar every day.
Wow.
And my other grandma was just one of those great cooks with 13 children that, you know.
Wow.
I was getting chased out of the kitchen every day of my life. So.
Tell us a little bit about what's on the table here.
We did like a real classic South Texas barbecue feast from Bros BBQ Market. These are our signature baby back ribs that we do a little cherry glaze on them. Nice, you know, in Central Texas, we're using 100% oak, just kind of slow and low with a nice little kind of sugary glaze. Kind
of gutsy, though, to open a barbecue restaurant in Texas and San Antonio even. Why there?
We just wanted, you know, for us, we've always tried to fill a niche, and in Texas, barbecue is king for sure, and in San Antonio we felt like we could bring something to the table and a little bit of a different style, in a sense that being a chef with, you know, traditional classic training, just using those techniques in the barbecue has worked really well.
You were 24 when you opened that first restaurant.
Yeah, I got a small business loan with my brother and my wife when I was 24, and 16 years later we have 6 restaurants. So it's.
Was that intimidating though to try to bring barbecue, you know, in a place where barbecue is king? I mean,
I think a lot of what I've done is I try not to overthink it, and you know, you figure it out when you go along. I will say that barbecue is probably the hardest restaurant we do, but it's also maybe the most rewarding because in Texas it's such, you know, everybody's a backyard warrior, and when you can please the masses with barbecue, you've done a good job.
Well, each restaurant has its own flair and its own style, but certainly it's the heart of what you do is getting that neighborhood feeling.
For sure. We're all over San Antonio, so we're in Southtown, we're near the Pearl, kind of the new hot area. We're in North Central, so we've kind of been all over the place of San Antonio. And like you said, it's about finding the right location with the right niche. We opened a little seafood place doing lobster rolls and East Coast oysters, which has been a hit. And then we just opened a Spanish tapas bar last week. So, you know, taking everybody to Barcelona.
Can we discuss this morning's beverage?
Oh, definitely.
Which is called the Healer.
The Healer, right?
So this is my feeling healed.
Cheers. This is a great cocktail. It's made with green tea and a little bit of white rum. A little bit of fresh honeydew and a little bit of fresh basil. So I like to add a lot of herbs to cocktails because I think it just adds that nice component, that underlying flavor without being too sharp.
So what's next for you?
Well,
take a sip.
Yeah, right.
Put you on the spot.
We're always looking to grow. You know, we've got a great, fantastic team in San Antonio. We're only as good as our employees, and you know, we're looking at doing another Bros BBQ Market here in mid of 17. So we're always just trucking along.
You're kind of you kind of become an ambassador for San Antonio. I mean,
for sure. I try to be the loudest, biggest cheerleader for San Antonio. I think it's important to kind of continue to showcase what San Antonio does and can offer. You're going to come, you're going to see the Alamo, and you're going to see the Riverwalk, but there's a lot more options out there as well. So you have to come check it out.
You got to eat. Well, with that said, if there was anyone, past or present, that you would love to share this meal with, who would that be and why?
For me, I would say it would be both my grandmothers, you know, and that's honest because they're great people, but they really gave me the passion and the underlying desire to do what I do, and so that's who I'd want to share with. I'm a family man first.
And a lot of Texans are just like you. A lot of those chefs have grandparents who really got them in. All right, Chef Jason Dady, thank you. And for more on Jason Dady and the dish, head to our website at cbsthismorning.com.